Now let's zoom out for a minute real quick. Let's look at the context of the time that we live in, where 80% of Americans do not trust the federal government. And it's exposing evidence like we are today that adds to the overwhelming distrust of the federal government and bureaucrats like Mr. O'Malley. Let's also take a moment to recognize the economic issues that Americans are dealing with right now. 36% of Americans are working multiple jobs to make ends meet. My constituents in Arizona are paying around 26% more every month for the same goods and services compared to 2021 when President Biden took office. Most importantly, our federal government is now $36 trillion and counting in debt. So while Americans go back to work, they also have to suffer from inefficiencies and reckless decision-making of bureaucrats like Mr. O'Malley. Numerous federal buildings here in Washington, D.C. are empty. These buildings are only 25% occupied, with the lease, electricity, and utilities still being paid on the taxpayer's dime. The lights are on, but no one is home. This is costing the American taxpayer an estimated $15 billion annually. Now, Democrats in the hearing today will tell you that telework policies of the federal government in some surveys are less than counterparts in the private sector, trying to show that everything's okay and there's nothing to see here. Well, let's be honest, that's not quite a fair comparison. Number one, it's much more difficult to fire a federal employee if it is discovered they are gaming the system. Number two, federal employees are paid by the taxpayer, whereas private employees are not. Private companies have to be efficient and profitable to pay employees.